Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into a practical and insightful journey through successful AI feature implementations. This presentation is designed specifically for product managers, AI product owners, and startup founders who are looking to harness the power of artificial intelligence to deliver real value. We're not just talking about theory. We're exploring real-world case studies and proven strategies that have transformed products and elevated user experiences. AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It's a present-day differentiator. But success with AI doesn't come from simply adding algorithms to your product. It comes from understanding how to solve meaningful problems, integrate AI seamlessly into workflows, and measure impact in ways that matter. Throughout this session, we'll uncover what makes AI features thrive, where they often fail, and how you can apply these lessons to your own product development efforts. Whether you're just starting with AI or looking to refine your existing features, this guide will equip you with actionable insights to build smarter, more intuitive, and more impactful products. Let's get started. And LT, number, and GT. In this session, we're going to unpack the key ingredients behind successful AI product features. We'll begin by analyzing real-world examples, features that didn't just add novelty, but truly transformed user experiences and moved the needle on business metrics. These aren't hypothetical scenarios. They're proven implementations that delivered measurable impact. Next, we'll explore common implementation patterns. These are repeatable approaches that have worked across industries, from tech startups to enterprise platforms. Whether it's AI augmentation, personalization, or invisible AI, you'll see how these patterns can be adapted to your own product context. We'll also dive into the metrics that matter. Traditional product metrics like engagement and retention are important, but AI features require a deeper lens. We'll look at how to measure prediction accuracy, user trust, and feedback loops, metrics that reflect the true value AI brings to your users. And finally, we'll learn from market leaders. Companies like Google, Spotify, and Lemonade have set the bar for AI integration. We'll extract strategic insights from their journeys, what they did right, how they overcame challenges, and how you can apply those lessons to your own roadmap. By the end of this presentation, you'll have a practical toolkit to guide your AI feature development, from ideation to launch and beyond. Let's take a moment to understand the critical difference between AI features that fail and those that succeed. This distinction is essential, not just for avoiding costly missteps, but for building features that truly resonate with users. AI features often fail when they're built without a clear purpose. Sometimes, teams implement AI simply because it's trendy, not because it solves a real problem. This leads to features that feel disconnected from user needs. Poor integration into the user experience is another common pitfall. If the AI feels clunky or intrusive, adoption suffers. And without clear success metrics, it's impossible to know whether the feature is delivering value. Add to that insufficient data quality or quantity, and you've got a recipe for unreliable predictions. Finally, if users don't trust the AI, whether due to lack of transparency or inconsistent results, they won't engage with it. On the flip side, successful AI features are built around a clear user value proposition. They solve meaningful problems and do so in a way that feels natural. Seamless integration into existing workflows is key. Users shouldn't have to think about using AI. Instead, it should feel like the product just works better. These features also include continuous learning mechanisms, allowing them to improve over time based on user behavior. Transparency is crucial. Setting clear expectations helps build trust. And of course, a strong data foundation ensures the AI performs reliably. Ultimately, the best AI features don't just automate, they transform how users solve problems. They make the AI invisible, embedding intelligence so naturally into the experience that users focus on outcomes, not the technology behind them.
Let's look at one of the most iconic examples of successful AI integration, Spotify's Discover Weekly. This feature didn't just improve the product, it redefined how users engage with music discovery. At the heart of Discover Weekly is a clear and compelling value proposition, personalized playlists that help users find new music they'll love, based entirely on their listening habits. It's not just a recommendation engine, It's a curated experience that feels tailor-made for each individual. And the best part? It requires zero effort from the user. The playlist appears automatically, ready to play, seamlessly integrated into the user's weekly routine. But what really sets Discover Weekly apart is its feedback loop. Every time a user listens, skips, or saves a song, the system learns. This creates a virtuous cycle where the recommendations get better over time, increasing user satisfaction and engagement. The results speak volumes. After launching Discover Weekly, Spotify saw a 21% increase in overall listening time and a 40% higher conversion rate to paid subscriptions. That's not just a win for user experience, it's a direct business impact driven by thoughtful AI design. This case study highlights the power of combining personalization, simplicity, and continuous learning. When AI is used to genuinely enhance the user's journey, the results can be transformative.
Now let's explore one of the most effective implementation patterns for AI, augmentation. Unlike automation, which aims to replace human effort, AI augmentation is all about enhancing human capabilities. It's a collaborative model. AI works alongside users, offering support, suggestions, and insights, while leaving control firmly in the hands of the user. Take Grammarly, for example. It doesn't rewrite your content. It suggests improvements, allowing you to choose what fits your voice. GitHub Copilot is another great case. It recommends code snippets, but developers remain in charge of the final output. And Google's Smart Compose helps users write faster by offering predictive text, yet never forces a change. These tools empower users rather than override them. The impact of this pattern is substantial. GitHub Copilot users report time savings of 40 to 60%. That's not just efficiency, it's a transformation in how work gets done. AI augmentation respects user expertise while accelerating productivity. This approach is especially powerful in domains where human judgment is critical. By positioning AI as a helpful assistant rather than a replacement, you build trust, encourage adoption, and deliver real value. When designing AI features, consider how your product can amplify user capabilities, because the best AI doesn't take over, it helps users shine. Now let's talk about one of the most elegant and user-friendly implementation patterns, invisible AI. This approach is all about making the intelligence behind your product work quietly in the background, enhancing the experience without requiring users to interact directly with the AI. Think about Google Maps. When it predicts your arrival time, it's using machine learning to analyze historical traffic patterns. But you don't need to configure anything or even know that AI is involved. The result? A smoother journey and fewer wrong turns. Google reported a 25% reduction in navigation errors after introducing ML-based routing. Netflix is another great example. Its personalization engine curates content based on your viewing habits, but it never asks you to set preferences manually. You just open the app and see what you're most likely to enjoy. Similarly, Amazon uses demand forecasting to ensure products are in stock when you need them, without you ever knowing how the system works. The beauty of invisible AI is that it reduces friction. Users don't have to learn new behaviors or make decisions about using AI. Instead, they benefit from smarter, more responsive products that feel intuitive and effortless. When designing AI features, consider where you can remove complexity rather than add it. Invisible AI is about making the product feel magically intelligent without making users think about the magic behind it. Let's turn our attention to a powerful example of AI transforming a traditionally slow and frustrating industry, insurance. Lemonade, a tech-driven insurance company, tackled one of the biggest pain points in the sector, the claims process. Traditionally, filing a claim could take weeks, involve endless paperwork, and leave customers feeling frustrated and powerless. Lemonade's innovation was AI Jim, a claims bot designed to handle simple claims in seconds. Using natural language processing, computer vision to analyze receipts and damage photos, and fraud detection algorithms, AI Jim streamlined the entire experience. But they didn't try to do everything at once. They started with straightforward claims like lost items or minor damage, where automation could deliver fast, reliable results. For more complex cases, they kept human reviewers in the loop, ensuring quality and trust. This thoughtful rollout built user confidence and allowed the system to evolve responsibly. The results were remarkable. 30% of claims were handled instantly, with a record-setting 3-second payout. Lemonade also achieved a Net Promoter Score 40 points higher than the industry average and significantly reduced operational costs. This case study shows how AI can revolutionize even the most entrenched processes when it's applied with precision, empathy, and a clear understanding of user needs. Lemonade didn't just automate, they reimagined the claims experience, making it faster, smarter, and more user-friendly. Let's explore one of the most powerful and widely adopted AI patterns, personalization. This approach uses machine learning to tailor content, recommendations, or experiences to individual users based on their behavior, preferences, and context. When done right, personalization doesn't just improve engagement, it becomes the core of the product experience. Consider TikTok's For You page. It's not just a feed, it's a dynamic, constantly evolving stream of content that feels uniquely curated for each user. This level of personalization is what helped TikTok reach over 1 billion monthly active users. Amazon's recommendation engine is another standout example. It drives 35% of the company's revenue by suggesting products users are likely to buy based on browsing history, purchase behavior, and even subtle patterns in user interactions. Duolingo also leverages personalization to adapt learning paths. As users progress, the app adjusts difficulty, content, and pacing to match their performance and goals. This keeps learners engaged and improves outcomes. The key to successful personalization is starting simple. You don't need complex models from day one. Begin with basic recommendations, then gradually increase sophistication as user data accumulates. This allows you to deliver value early while building a foundation for deeper insights over time. Personalization is more than a feature, it's a strategy. It turns generic experiences into meaningful ones, helping users feel seen, understood, and supported. And when users feel that connection, they stay longer, engage more, and convert faster. When it comes to evaluating AI features, choosing the right metrics is absolutely critical. Traditional product metrics like user engagement, retention, conversion rates, customer satisfaction, and revenue impact are still important, but they only tell part of the story. AI introduces new dimensions of performance that require a more nuanced approach. Let's start with AI-specific metrics. These include prediction accuracy, false positive and false negative rates, and time to first useful prediction. You'll also want to track algorithm confidence and how quickly the system incorporates user feedback. These metrics help you understand how well the AI is functioning technically, but they don't always reflect the user's experience. That's where human-AI interaction metrics come in. These are often the most revealing. How often do users override the AI's suggestions? How much time are they saving compared to manual methods? What's the suggestion acceptance rate? Do users trust the AI, and are they discovering new features organically? These indicators show whether the AI is truly adding value or just creating noise. The most successful AI product teams blend all three categories, traditional, technical, and experiential, to get a holistic view of performance. And most importantly, they prioritize metrics that connect directly to user value. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about how smart your AI is, it's about how much better it makes the user's experience.
Let's take a closer look at how Notion successfully integrated AI into its product. Notion didn't start with a flashy feature. They started with a problem. Specifically, they identified common writing tasks that users struggled with: summarizing content, brainstorming ideas, and editing text. This problem-first approach ensured that the AI feature would be relevant and immediately useful. Next, they focused on contextual integration. Instead of building a separate tool or interface, Notion embedded AI directly into the document editor, right where users were already working. This seamless placement meant users didn't have to learn anything new or change their workflow. The AI was simply there when they needed it, offering support in the moment. But Notion didn't stop at integration. They also set clear performance benchmarks. Before releasing the feature, they compared its output against manual alternatives to ensure it met quality standards. This helped build trust and confidence in the tool's capabilities. The results were impressive. Within just a few months of launch, over 25% of Notion's paid users had adopted the AI feature. That's not just a win for engagement. It created a significant new revenue stream and positioned Notion as a leader in intelligent productivity tools. This case study highlights the importance of solving real problems, integrating AI where it's most useful, and holding it to high standards. When you combine thoughtful design with strategic execution, AI can become a powerful driver of both user satisfaction and business growth. Now that we've seen what successful AI features look like, let's talk about how to build them. Implementation best practices are your blueprint for avoiding common pitfalls and delivering real value to users. First, start with a clear problem. Don't build AI for the sake of innovation. Build it to solve a specific user pain point. The best AI features offer a 10x improvement over existing solutions. That kind of leap only happens when you're laser-focused on what users actually need. Next, ensure data quality. AI is only as good as the data it learns from. Before committing to a feature, validate that you have enough high-quality data to support reliable predictions. If your data is sparse, noisy, or biased, your AI will reflect those flaws. Trust is another cornerstone. Build it progressively. Begin with high-confidence predictions that users can rely on and expand capabilities as trust grows. Don't overwhelm users with complexity. Earn their confidence step by step. And finally, create feedback loops. These can be explicit, like thumbs up or thumbs down buttons, or implicit, like tracking user behavior to refine recommendations. Feedback is what allows your AI to learn, adapt, and improve over time. Remember, it's better to solve one problem extremely well than to solve many problems poorly. Focus, precision, and user empathy are what separate successful AI features from forgettable ones. Let's examine how Shopify tackled a common challenge in e-commerce using AI: product recommendations. For many new or small merchants, the problem is clear: limited data. With few products and minimal transaction history, it's hard to generate meaningful recommendations. But Shopify found a smart way to overcome this. Their solution was to combine store-specific data with aggregate platform data. This hybrid approach allowed even new stores to benefit from insights drawn from the broader ecosystem. It's a clever way to bootstrap personalization without waiting for months of user activity. Deployment was another key success factor. Shopify made activation effortless, just one click, with no technical setup required. This lowered the barrier to entry and encouraged adoption across a wide range of merchants. Over time, the recommendation engine evolved. It started with simple suggestions like, "Customers who bought this also bought," and gradually incorporated more sophisticated algorithms. This incremental approach allowed Shopify to deliver value early while continuously improving the feature. The results were impressive. Merchants using the recommendation engine saw an average revenue increase of 6%, with even higher gains for those who promoted recommended products in prominent locations. That's a clear example of AI driving business outcomes through thoughtful design and strategic deployment. Shopify's case shows that even with limited data, AI can deliver powerful results. If you start simple, leverage shared insights, and make the experience frictionless for users. Even the most promising AI features can stumble if you don't plan for the challenges ahead. Let's look at 3 common pitfalls that derail AI implementations and how to avoid them. First, the black box problem. When users don't understand how the AI works, trust erodes quickly, especially when predictions are wrong. Early medical AI systems faced this issue. They provided diagnoses without explanations, leading to resistance from physicians who couldn't validate or challenge the results. Transparency is key. Users don't need to understand every algorithm, but they do need clarity on how decisions are made and why. Next is the cold start problem. AI features often rely on data to be effective. But what happens when there isn't enough data at launch? Recommendation systems, for example, can feel random and irrelevant until a user builds a history. This poor initial experience can drive users away before the AI has a chance to improve. To mitigate this, consider hybrid models that combine user-specific and aggregate data, or start with rule-based logic that transitions to machine learning as data grows. Finally, the control problem. Users need to feel empowered, not overridden. If they can't adjust or override AI behavior, frustration builds. Think of early autocorrect systems that couldn't be trained or disabled. They often corrected words incorrectly and left users feeling helpless. Giving users control, whether through settings, feedback options, or manual overrides, builds trust and improves satisfaction. The takeaway? Don't just design for when the AI is right, design for when it's wrong. Plan for edge cases, build in transparency, and give users the tools to stay in control. That's how you turn potential pitfalls into opportunities for trust and growth. To wrap up our case studies, let's look at how market leaders approach AI, because their strategies offer valuable lessons for anyone building AI-powered products. Take Google Search, for example. Google prioritizes precision over recall. That means it's better to show fewer, highly relevant results than to overwhelm users with noise. Their machine learning improvements focus on reducing false positives, ensuring that what users see is not just accurate, but useful. This disciplined approach to relevance is a key reason why Google remains the gold standard in search. Now consider Tesla Autopilot. Tesla didn't try to build a fully autonomous system overnight. Instead, they built trust progressively. They clearly communicated feature limitations and improved the system continuously through fleet learning. Every edge case encountered by one vehicle helps improve the experience for all. This feedback-driven development model is a powerful way to scale AI safely and effectively. And then there's Zoom's background effects, a deceptively simple feature powered by complex machine learning. Zoom made it accessible through one-click simplicity. Users don't need to understand the technical complexity behind it. They just see instant, intuitive results. This is a perfect example of hiding the tech and highlighting the value. Across these examples, a common thread emerges. Successful AI products solve specific problems better than any non-AI alternative. They don't flaunt the technology, they make it invisible. The focus is always on user experience, trust, and delivering meaningful outcomes. As we wrap up, let's revisit the key takeaways that can guide your journey in building successful AI features. First and foremost, start with the problem, not the technology. The most impactful AI features solve real, meaningful user problems that couldn't be addressed effectively without AI. It's not about showcasing machine learning. It's about delivering value that users can feel and appreciate. Second, integrate seamlessly into existing workflows. AI should enhance the experience, not complicate it. The best features feel intuitive, natural, and invisible. Users shouldn't have to think about using AI. They should just notice that things work better. Third, measure what matters. Go beyond model accuracy and technical performance. Focus on metrics that reflect user value, like time saved, trust built, and outcomes improved. These are the indicators that show whether your AI is truly making a difference. And finally, build continuous improvement loops. AI features should get smarter over time. Design them to learn from user feedback, both explicit and implicit, and update regularly to stay relevant and effective. So, where do you begin? Start by identifying one specific problem where AI could create an order of magnitude improvement for your users. Focus your efforts there and build with clarity, empathy, and precision. That's how you turn AI from a buzzword into a business advantage,